Greetings, you loopy lobsters. I hope you're doing well. I'm Graham, and welcome to the Crack-A-Pack here on LRRMTG. Please consider subscribing to our channel. Today, happy to be back with this Mystery Booster. Convention Edition. If you're interested, because I know some of you will be, this is Mystery Booster Convention Edition 2021 version, which is different in ways that are relevant to some people, and that's lovely for them. It came with a note.
To LRR, you are all awesome. Please enjoy this Mystery Booster. Keep making awesome content from Bionic.
This was given to us at MagicCon Barcelona 2023, so one of the most recent ones to enter our collection. Let's get into it. Ah, feels good. All right. Uncommons. Hold on. How is this being ordered? Haphazardly. It's been a while since I've delved into a Misty Boosty. Sky Marcher Aspirant is first. This is from Ixalan, or Rivals of Ixalan. Single white mana for a 2/1. Hey, it's Savannah Lions. But this one also has Ascend, meaning if you have the city's blessing, then it can fly. A lot of people have to like you, and then your vampire can fly. What's the flavor of the... I'm not going to worry about it, frankly. So if you recall, the way that the mystery boosters are collated is that you've got 10 cards. The first 10 cards are 2 in each color, so our next card is also white. Champion of Erishin. 3 and a white for a 3/2 Hound Warrior with lifelink. As you can see, Tarkir is where, after years of having elephant people and cat people, but no dog people, werewolves, but no actual sort of like dog people. We had bird people, and they finally added dogmans with the hounds of Tarkir, I guess. Anyway, yeah, what were they called? I'm having trouble remembering what they were actually called. It's Loxodon is the elephants, and the Aven are the birds, and the Leonin are the cats. And these were the Einok. That's what they're called. That took me... So they're not hounds anymore either. Now they're dogs. They're the hound they've gotten rid of. The subtype, right?
Yeah, I was looking for any Tarkir hound and found none. And then I looked for any hound and found none. And I was like, wait, what? Something weird is going on here.
I guess because they were like, hey, hang on. How come the Leonin are cat, but the Einok are hounds, and you also have dogs? So they're like, look, they're all dogs. So the Einok, that's what that is. The Champion of Erishin. It's a 3/2 lifelink for 4, which is playable. It's not a very good card, but I'm glad that we spent all that time to figure out what Einok are called. Tidal Warrior is next. It's a 1 blue mana 1/1 Merfolk Warrior. This particular version from a dual deck. Target land becomes an island until the end of turn. This is, I know I've said this before because I know that we've opened mystery boosters on Crack-A-Pack before, but I do like that whenever possible, they go for the most obscure printing of a card. This is from Dual Deck T. I don't know, I'm not going to bother counting what letter of the alphabet T is, but it's that whatever dual deck.
It's just straight up Merfolk versus Goblins.
Merfolk versus Goblins. Huh. All right. Neat, I guess. Next, we have Exclude from Modern Horizons. 2 and a blue for an instant counter target creature spell. Draw a card. Good stuff. Love to run Exclude in the blue decks. Always a fun time. Moving further along through Wooburg, we now have the Stallion of Ashmouth. 3 and a black for a 3/3 Nightmare Horse, which seems redundant. Nightmare should be enough, but I digress. With Delirium. For 1 and a black, Stallion of Ashmouth gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Activate this ability only if there are 4 or more cards among cards in types amongst cards. Hang on. Let's just have a full brain reset. Lovely. Activate this ability only if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard. That's just what Delirium means. Delirium is not a keyword, it is a reminder word. I've learned so much stuff having to put together the judge videos for pre-releases. Echoing hoofbeats can no longer be assumed to be help from the Gavany riders. Could they ever? Surely the Nightmare Horse is not new. I know this is from Shadows over Innistrad, but like, did the Eldrazi make ghost horses suddenly a thing on Innistrad? That seems like something they've been dealing with for much longer. We have the Seal of Doom. This claims it's from Commander 2015. I know that it was printed prior to that. It's 2 and a black for an enchantment, and you sacrifice it to destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. So it's this little terror just sitting there waiting to explode. It's removal on layaway, but everyone knows that it's there, and it could go off at any time. I can't play too scary a threat, or that Seal of Doom will explode. Granitic Titan, which I think just means a titan made of granite. 4 red. Unless granitic means something else and I'm just not aware of it. I'm not a geologist. Fun fact for the day, Graham is not a geologist. 4 red for a 5/4 elemental with Menace and cycling 2. So just colorless cycling. Discard a card, draw a card. Flavor text. That one's not mine. Run, attributed to Nissa, who makes elementals, but usually not elementals made of rock. So, doesn't seem like one of yours. Next we have Curse of the Nightly Hunt. 2 and a red for an enchantment aura. Curse, enchant player. Creatures enchanted player controls attack each combat if able. As curses go, this is not the most threatening. Like, what if that was their plan anyway? You curse me with this, I'm gonna go, alright, well, I guess I just attack you with all my stuff like I was gonna do. Or if I have, like, utility creatures like Llanowar Elves or something, I will simply tap them pre-combat. Haha. I don't know, Curse of the Nightly Hunt never struck me as backbreaking, but for some reason it was an uncommon in Commander 2? I don't know, it just says CM2, I'm not sure which Commander decks those were, but there we are, Curse of the Nightly Hunt. Gaia's Blessing from Dominaria here. 1 and a green for a sorcery. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into their library, and then draw a card. And also, when Gaia's Blessing is put into your graveyard from your library, shuffle your graveyard into your library. So it's mill protection and card draw, I guess. Cool. Good way to not get milled out. And our last card in the initial color spread is Cultivate. 2 and a green for a sorcery. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal those cards, put one into the battlefield, tapped, and the other one into your hand, and shuffle your library. Yay! It's Cultivate! Everyone loves Cultivate. That would probably be a defensible first pick in this format, I assume, if you just like playing multiple colors. But there are more powerful cards yet to come, so it probably won't be the first pick. I'm just saying, if your rest of your pack's bad, maybe it's defensible, I don't know. Next we have Naya Charm. Naya Charm. Red, green, white for an instant. Choose one, only one. Don't get greedy. 3 damage to a creature. Return a card from graveyard to its owner's hand. Tap all creatures target player controls. That's powerful. That does a lot of stuff. I mean, 3 mana lightning bolt to a creature. It's not amazing. Regrowth. It's also like not like staggering. Tap all your opponent's creatures could swing the game, but the versatility of having them all on one card. Ooh, charming. Certainly much more charming than this dismal backwater. Mwah, mwah. It's from Khans of Tarkir. It enters tapped. When it enters tapped, you gain 1 life, and you can tap for blue or black. You gain the life no matter how it enters. If you have something that enters that makes your stuff enter untapped. I don't know why I said it like that. I think even in those cases, it would enter tapped and then untap if there's like there's an amulet that does. This is not relevant to what I'm talking about right now, so I'm just going to move on. Enchanted Evening. Let's regroup from this dismal backwater to have a much more pleasant time. It's 3 and 2 hybrid mana. They're Azorius mana, so white or blue. For an enchantment, all permanents are enchantments in addition to their other types. Why? Why would I want to do that in this format? I'm sure, I know there's ways to do that to like do stuff with it in constructed, but like within this format, why would I want to do that? I don't understand. Brain's too small. Thanks, Shadowmoor. Anyway, Big Knucks. It's Savage Knuckleblade. Green, blue, red for a 4/4 Ogre Warrior with 3, count 'em, 3 activated abilities. Take your pick. 2 and a green, it gets +2/+2 until end of turn. You may only activate this once per turn. 2 and a blue, return it to its owner's hand. In case, like, they steal it or they're gonna remove it, I guess. That's a lot of mana to keep up for that. Or, for 1 red, give it haste. Surprise, it's a 4/4 and it's hitting you directly in the face. And also, maybe it's a 6/6 this turn. And I can protect it also. Because I have infinite mana and nothing but time. Love Big Knucks. And finally, it's my favorite part. It's the playtest card. It's, ooh-wee, Pure Steel Angel. 8 mana for a 4/4 artifact creature angel with flying and indestructible. When this enters the battlefield, exile all artifacts that aren't colorless. And whenever this deals combat damage to a player, you get an emblem with, if you would lose the game, instead your life total becomes 20, shuffle your graveyard into your library, you lose all poison counters, and you lose this emblem. Wow. That's a lot. One sec, I have an edge case cowering in the back of my brain, just screaming at me. To figure out, and I'm trying to shut him up, but he's not. So if you have multiple copies of that emblem and you would lose the game, those are all going to trigger at the same time. So you're going to lose all of the emblems. If you hit your opponent and then with the trigger to get the emblem on the stack, bolt yourself so that you lose the game, but you would lose the game. Your life total becomes 20, you shuffle everything back together, you lose that emblem, and then you get a new emblem, but now you're back at 20, and your deck is refilled. Yes, okay, that works. Good. That's silly. I'm glad to have excised that edge case goblin from my skull, because it doesn't need to be there.
If you have more than one Pure Steel Angel's emblem, you'll only lose one of them if you lose the game.
My edge case is irrelevant? Wow. But also, that's not how... I mean, okay, these playtest cards don't typically work within the rules of Magic. But this one totally works. But that's not... Huh. You only lose one of them. All right. Fair enough.
I also like that they had to specify that it has no effect if you concede the game.
It doesn't protect you.
You can't just be like, I concede. Except I don't. Ha!
Value-wise, the pack is worth $4.62, and Enchanted Evening is roughly half of that. So I reiterate, why? Tell me in the comments. If I was going to be drafting this, I mean, I didn't come here to bolt spiders. I'm going to take Pure Steel Angel, obviously, because it's ridiculous, and you don't get to play these anywhere else, so I would obviously take Pure Steel Angel. Beyond that, I don't know, I might even take Savage Knuckleblade, although... You know, the Cultivate would help. Maybe, do you think you could wheel? You're not going to wheel Savage. You're not going to wheel Big Knucks. Look, Big Knucks don't wheel. Maybe he does. I don't know. I shouldn't say these things. Hey, that's been a Crack-a-Pack. Thanks everybody for watching. And thank you to, I think it was Bionic? Yes, at MagicCon Barcelona for giving us this pack. We really appreciate it. This show is brought to you by you and your kind support of our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Also, you can check out our store for Magic stuff like playmats and Dragon Shield sleeves with our jokes on them. It's great fun. Until next time, I have been Graham. Paul has been on tech today. Matt edits these. Heather gets them online. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.